Hello, everyone. So, we were supposed to start these cosplay streams with the styling powers wig and everything, but it didn't work out because my old camera kept freezing. So, now I have a new camera. Hopefully, this works better, and today we are styling Kita's wig. So, I'm going to move my main chair out of the way and use a stool so you guys can see better. And we'll get crimping it right away. So, start by setting up this crimper. Plug this in. I've already kinda separated all the little parts I want, but of course, by crimping it, most of them is not gonna stay like that. I don't even know if I want this little ponytail to stay, or if I want to you know, it'll probably regather it. So let's get that off. There we go. You can kind of see it. It's shorter than everything else, so. Turn this on. Put it about half power and leave it to heat up. Oh, I should put some music on for you guys. Thank you. Yep, you guys should be able to hear that. Maybe turn it down a bit. There we go. And I'll get my other stuff ready while the crimper heats up. So I got the got to be glued hairspray. glove, probably good idea. I'm gonna use these barrettes to just keep these really small ones separated, because those were a little bit hard to separate. Everything else wasn't too bad, but these little ones, it was hard to get the right amount, so just gonna separate those. Grab a couple combs, a brush, some proper hair clips. We shouldn't need any other crimper ends, but might as well take that out. Let's see here. I grabbed some elastics just in case. I don't think we'll need those either, but it's better to grab as much as you can that you think could possibly be useful. Alright. I think we got everything. Have a little hangnail going on. Get rid of that. There we go. And this is the crimper I use. It's the D-Show Professional Iron. I've seen a lot of cosplayers swear by it. A lot of them use that for crimping their wigs. Okay. Should be somewhat heated up now. I didn't put it on full, so just did a light poke and it seems hot enough. We're gonna put this on the opposite hand so we can hold it closed on the hair. And we'll start as high up as possible. This is actually probably a bit too much hair. Let's start with a little bit and just hold. Move your way down slowly. And you'll see some crimp marks forming. Of course, we're gonna brush that out. Actually, turn that one up. Let that heat up even more, and we're actually gonna brush it out first, because that should have actually been the first step. Just brushing this out, and it's gonna be super staticky just because winter, sadly. Well, it's actually not that cold outside compared to what I thought it was going to be, because I totally thought it was going to be colder. I went for a morning walk, which is why we're starting a bit later. But yeah, no, it was actually really nice out. Actually, I should be moving closer with this. There we go. Maybe a little. There we go. You guys can see the whole thing, and I'm a good distance away now. Just gonna want to brush everything out. Be careful of those little barrette areas. Take them off. Just brush it out quickly. Of course, it's gonna go back to what it was. I'm just gonna take it. Oh, now it's separated again. Take this middle part. Actually, you know what? We'll just separate them out normally after. Just so we can get a proper brush on the front. Yeah, I'm just gonna wanna brush that all out. I'm seeing some really long strands that are coming to the front that shouldn't be as long as they are. So I'm probably gonna clip those. Like this one little area. Like that should not be as long. Like there's some longer bits on the sides. But this doesn't seem... Oh, maybe it is a side piece. Let's see, where does it attach? Okay. No, that should be a side piece. I don't know why that's going near the middle. There we go. We fixed it. And this is a very interesting Kato wig that I got. Because it's not just red, it has some like orange in it too. Which is very interesting. Okay. I think we're good to properly start crimping now. Just gonna grab my crimper. There we go. Gonna start this again. I always grab too much at the start. The glove isn't great just because it's so staticky. We're just gonna keep slowly moving down, moving around. Tell me if you guys want any cameras moved or anything. The camera setup's good. Seems like it's not freezing like my old webcam, so that's already a really good sign. Separate the next part out here. Oh, there's a little bit of stickiness on my crimper here. Don't know what that's from. That's okay. Maybe after the stream I'll clean my little crimper panels out because all of this comes apart. So I just have to clean it. Ooh. Okay. I think I might lose the glove just because it's so staticky. Yeah, there we go. Normal hand de-statics it. At least a little bit. Grab all this little ponytail section. Just do the same thing. Can't really hold it on top without the glove. Just gonna keep doing that. Hold it a little bit longer because this is more hair than I usually grab. Now, it's pretty easy to over crimp a wig too. I've seen people do that and then try and brush it out, and then it doesn't brush out at all. Like, that's a really good sign if you're over crimping. Like, it should always be able to brush out most of the crimp marks, if not all of them. So, actually, I would say most. Because if you can crimp out all of them too, you might have not crimped it enough as well. But this is to just add volume to the wig. bit of a time-consuming step, but it's the best first step to any cosplay wig, I would say. Not gonna fully grab this because I know it's hot. There's this weird curly bit here. Just gonna try and grab all this curly stuff that's underneath. I don't know why it's curly, but it is. I'm just gonna crimp that too, so it's not so curly. Because the crimper also makes everything a lot straighter. Okay, I think we've done up to there. Grab the next little section. And you're wanting to spread this hair as much as possible out on the crimper so it can crimp it easier. Yeah. Yeah, this is mostly gonna be just a chill stream. Listen to some music. I didn't hold it long enough up here. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, it's still really hot near the middle. Grab the next section. I'm gonna be on this crimping section for a while, but if you guys wanna chat and chat to either. Oh, there's only one person right now, but if there was more, I would say chat to each other, or if you have any questions for me about this process, go ahead. I'm gonna be looking back and forth at this and chat throughout the stream, so. Well, as best as I can. Yeah. I think my least favorite thing about crimping is just how hard it is on your hands. Like, this is not super easy on your hands. You know, I want my glove back. Because it's so much easier when you can push on this little lip on the side. Like, this little lip sort of thing. So, yeah. Just gonna push stuff away with the other hand, so hopefully it's avoiding so much static. I've also seen this interesting way, how some people flip their wigs inside out so they can get more to the top of the wig. Make the top thicker too. Which is probably good because there is a little bit of a bald spot that I'm looking at right now. That I'm gonna have to watch that while I'm styling it to make sure it gets covered up. Yeah, that works so much better when you can press the other side. Oh, oops. You can also hold this hair because it's hot, but it's not too hot when you have a heat-resistant glove on. And the gloves just came with the crimper, so that was really nice. Of course, I'm getting all warm now because hot thing in front of my face. I might take my sweater off. thing. It's... Well, usually we already have snow by now, but we don't. But this is the kind of weather where I'm like, I don't know what to wear. So I'm like wearing sweaters more often just in case, but yeah. And what's with that? What's with that little bald spot? I think there's more hair that's going back here that shouldn't be back here. It's probably something that I'll have to fix once we get back there, just because we started crimping already. Just gonna put this back on the table back here. Crimped a good amount, and I might just... Oop! Gonna put this section in elastic. There we go. I'll turn this around so you guys can see better. Oh. I'm gonna take my sweater off because it's getting warm. That's better. Alright. Grab the crimper again. That should be better. I'll still probably get warm just because crimpers are hot. There's no real way around that. Well, I made it to the wig hook. Definitely more near the back now. I would say we're at the start of the back section. But yeah, anytime you see me looking over there, it's just me looking at the chat. My OBS is also over there just to make sure we're still live and the camera isn't frozen or we're not having any technical difficulties. Everything seems to be fine so far. About 20 minutes into crimping this now. Okay. Little strands back there. Yeah, there's your next section. Just gonna do it this way for a second, just to get it more up high there. And I'm gonna turn this way. Do it like normal. I saw something move on my screen. Yeah, the thing with this wig is that there's so much, like there is a top and under layer here. This is making things a little bit more difficult. It's like I need to do one layer and then the other, it seems. Which is actually what my hair clips are for, so I might do that to get the under layer of this done. Let's just finish this strand. Oop. See, my issue is that there's no good place to put the crimper other than this table all the way back here. There's my little box of these. Yep. Just gonna take this strand. All we're really gonna do is just pin it up at the top, and that'll keep it out of the way. So we can do this little under layer here. So you guys can see there. So all this under hair as well. Which I don't... Yeah, it wasn't so much at the front, but at the back there seems to be a lot of it. Alright. I'm just looking to see if, you know, here. You know, why not? Here. Just gonna move this table closer so I can have the crimper closer. There we go. Way better setup now. Take a little bit of this under here. See, most wigs I haven't... Well, most wigs I haven't really had this. But this is my first wig from, I think it was Bocchi Cosplay. And this is probably one of the thicker wigs I have seen, too. Just gonna clip that. Oop. Well, that made a bit of a mess. I can't tell what's been crimped and what hasn't now. Okay, that's a bit warm. Ponytail off this section. And this is a lot of crimping. I sort of thing too, is to just section off your wig. I've seen even some cosplayers that do all these sections before they start. Now I'm gonna move here. So I'm more in front, but not blocking anything. Put this glove back on. Okay. So yeah, I think the trick is to get that under hair, but to just grab a really small amount of everything. And just start sideways to get closer to the top, and then a flip as soon as you get close enough to the bottom to get everything. Yeah, that just seems to work better. It's probably a bit of a more lazy way of doing it because I have seen people section off these wigs so much. I'm just getting to a point where they're really meticulously doing this. Wow. Wigs are kind of my, I don't know, I want to say my worst skill in cosplay. I'm not very good at them, I'm still getting used to them. It's not an easy skill to master. My specialty in cosplay seems to be more sewing, so I think it'll be really fun when we get to those Niku streams of my next competition cosplay and we're actually sewing stuff. Because that's so much more, well, that's so much more fun to me. And I think you guys will enjoy that a lot. Also, let me know if you guys want any of these streams turned into videos. Because, like I said, the first cosplay stream was supposed to be styling Power's wig, and it didn't work out. So I made it into a video, and the video is doing really well. So I'm kind of thinking, like, should I be turning these streams into videos as well? Part of me thinks I should be. Definitely be. Well, I usually save the VODs anyway because I upload the VOD on my YouTube, but yeah, let me know if I should be editing the VOD and making a video out of it so people have the option to go watch the VOD or to go watch the video as well. That's funny. Hetty was a bit of a break from working on red stuff, but I feel like I'm always working on red stuff for cosplays. And this really red wig is not helping that fact, but I really like Kita. And like, I don't know, I like singing. I'm not so much in, well, I want to say I'm not so much into instruments, but I've also always been interested in learning how to play guitar, so hopefully I'll be able to do that at some point. I think it would be nice to work up to it and have streams where I'm playing guitar and possibly singing. That just sounds fun to me, and I feel like that's the most important thing with streaming is doing things where you'll have fun. Because if you're having fun, well, your viewers should be kind of feeding off that fun vibe. It's like if anyone's upset or angry, it's like you're just gonna make other people feel that way too. Or if you're having a bad day and are really sad, like people tend to kind of sense that, and we're just like, well, if you're having a bad day, then no. I feel like I'm feeding off your energy, and I'm gonna have a bad day too, sort of thing. I don't know. That's why people need to be able to take breaks if they need to. I see a little piece of wig cap that's looking strange to me. Just gonna finish finish this last strand here. And I'm gonna investigate that because that looks really odd to me. Also, PSA, if you're ever thinking about crimping wigs, make sure they're heat resistant first. So if they're not heat resistant, well, there's always a chance of starting a fire, and you do not want that to happen. What's going on here? Okay, that's... Huh, that's interesting. It's like the last layer has this little thing here, and then it just ends. I don't know if I've seen that before. I don't think it's gonna affect anything though. Oh, let's get this next. Ponytail. Actually, well, technically, once we did 2, it was pigtails. Now I don't know, tri-tail? What is it called when you have 3 ponytails? There we go. Yeah, move all this up. Oop, okay, leave that one down. One's having a day. But yeah, if you really want to do this meticulously, you can see there's like, well, you can see there's layers. Like you do every single layer individually. Now, me just not really wanting to spend much time on wigs, and I feel like they look fine if you just crumple all the layers together. I do it that way. Also putting down my glove when I still need it. That's what we call getting distracted. That happens a lot when you're working on stuff. Of course, in my mind, when I'm working on a cosplay, I'm thinking about even other cosplays, or what else I have to do for this one. Like, Power I'm doing both of her outfits. Or, I guess 2 of her outfits, I should say. And Kitsu I'm just doing one, which is like her band outfit with her band shirt. All these cosplays are gonna be like mostly pre-bought. Like the wigs is the big thing I'm doing with them. Well, Miku I'm doing like absolutely everything. There we go. That one's done. Yeah, I know the wig basics. Like, I am not a wig master at any rate. I know the basics to make things look, I don't know, I want to say good enough. Which is why the Miku wig stream on Thursday is going to be really interesting. Because that'll be my first helmet wig, and it's also going to be my first like massive wig started from scratch sort of thing. She'll be very interesting to me. I hope it works out well. Miku always been one of those cosplays that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just was having trouble finding a version I wanted to do. Gonna pause there for a second. Just finding this music a little bit slow. Which I know it's like what? I know it's lo-fi, so it's gonna be slow. I just want a bit of a vibier sort of feel. That's fine. And I think actually we're almost to the end of big sections before we just have the bangs left. I was gonna say I'm gonna ponytail this off like after this section, but we're almost to the end, so. Just gonna take this last section. And we're also sectioning these off as we go because this is just gonna be so much easier when we start styling this too. I'm probably not going to try this wig on this stream. That's probably gonna be a try on after stream and post it sort of thing. Get all this shorter hair out of here. So it's definitely more for the front. Maybe not this area. Here. There we go. Oop! I just knocked over my Gundam that I was working on. Whoops. You know, we'll use this small one. Tie this on, and then I'm gonna go save my Gundam. It's an Astray Noir sort of gunplay kit if anyone's interested. There we go. Gonna redo this one. So all this. So this ponytail section too. Here, just gonna. See, it's all back together again. If you guys wanna see any other... Actually, I do have one Gunpla kit that I haven't built. If you guys maybe wanna see that on stream at some point, tell me, because I wouldn't mind doing that. Oh, I need more elastics. Right. Let's just grab all of the elastics that I have. Maybe grab some of these little clips too. There we go. This is my little wig stuff box. Well, wig stuff, embroidery floss, and others. The top of it is wig stuff. Alright. I want to retie the orange one first. Oh, right. To get the music back. There's my cursor. There we go. Take that off. Okay. Find all the smaller strands of stuff that was part of the pigtail before. This is why this bald spot keeps kind of coming in though. I don't want that there. Right, and then there was some of this that felt like it needed to go back here. There, that feels like it's better. Tie this section off again. See, like she needs her iconic ponytail, but I'm just like, I don't want it to create a little bald spot on top of there. I don't know, maybe that's good. Like, maybe we just want a little bit. I don't know where the smaller strands are at this point. I just want a nice little thick ponytail that comes out here. That isn't gonna grab too much of the underneath, so there's still enough hair down there too. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that's good. That's looking good down here. And it's keeping stuff together enough that I don't think it's actually hiding that bald spot on its own if I do that. Separate this out a little bit. Honestly, I think the big issue here is that there just isn't enough hair covering this area. Like, it's just that little top section. Let's brush this out because that's what we're gonna have to do anyway. Brush the inside of it too. Go through my fingers to get some tangles out as well. Because sometimes that works better than a brush even. So staticky. Okay. Can we figure out this little pigtail section? Or not pigtail, but like little tiny ponytail that goes out. I really don't know where it is anymore. Let's see. So I feel like I need that and that sort of together. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's fine. And we'll just cut it short. And yeah, that's just covering up stuff better. And we grabbed a little bit of the smaller section, so we'll know where to cut up until. Yeah. I think that'll look better. And then all this needs to become one big ponytail. Separating the smaller one that we actually need. This always happens. There we go. Oh, and now we're seeing some of the smaller ones. Which I do kind of want to... Here. Actually, let's slip this down. So we can actually... Oh, that's part of the front, actually. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, going up now is actually going to separate some of the smaller parts as well. There we go. Just gonna undo that for a second. But yeah, see, I feel like it even just looks better quality after it's crimped. Like, doesn't this just look so much softer? Well, now I'm tangling a bit, but there we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Once that's cut there, you can kind of. It's hard to imagine her right now, but just bundle this all up. Yeah, no, that works. We can actually even make it longer than it was, too. that might look better as well. Yeah, we're just gonna wanna pull at it a bit. Just so it stays covering everything. And now it's crimping the front areas. If you guys thought we were done with crimping, yeah, nope. No, we have these little front areas. Wanted to start with this smaller piece. Or, actually, bigger piece. This longer piece. There we go. There's the word. Sometimes you just forget to word, you know? I don't know. Well, there's the longer piece. Now we're wanting to slowly do the bang part. So we could probably, yeah, no, we can go a bit higher. There we go. Oh, though I pushed stuff weird. There we go. This little bit's been crimped. Just got pushed funny. Just gonna take it with the rest of it. Just crimp it again. Crimp it over again. Not a big issue. This is the weird thing with pushing up so far. Sometimes you get weird stuff happening. There we go. But it's not too bad to fix. Like I said, it becomes flatter. Becomes flatter the more you crimp it. But then you brush it out and it becomes really puffy, so that is the desired look we want. There we go. After we do this, we're wanting to separate the front out again, like how it was originally. And then the next step will be, well, brushing everything. Okay, the first step is brushing the front out, and then styling. Well, separating the front out, I would say, like brushing it out and then separating it out, and then brushing the rest out. And then we'll start styling the front. Actually, maybe we'll leave brushing the rest out until the end, just so nothing gets in the way. There we go. Now it's super duper flat. Looking kinda, I don't know. Let's say it's looking kind of punk style hair right now. There's so much hair getting stuck in this brush now. We're just gonna brush all this just to make it even more flat, but also puffy. And also super staticky, apparently. Okay. Alright. Oh, one of the elastics is on the ground. wires getting in the way. Okay, we have 2 elastics left. So I think I'm gonna do it for the long bits. And then the rest I'm gonna use clips for. I think that might be the, but they're all smaller. Maybe I'll just use clips. Maybe that'll be easier. Okay. Do these long bits first. Start with this yellow one. Ugh, these are so stiff. Haven't really used these yet. There we go. That's separated. And then, if I remember correctly, we want like a little bit of in between, which we'll use the little baby barrettes for. There we go. Do that on the other side before gathering the big middle part in. Oh, this one's less stiff. I must have used this one before. Like how that's the only possibility. Okay. Alright, that looks... I think that's... Yeah, that's about the same thickness there. I think I'm doing this pretty even so far. And then we're probably gonna want all the rest of it to the middle. Which, a lot of it is sticking to the wig head right now. Darn static. There we go. Just going from the bottom and raising it up. And I'm just gonna do another bigger clip. Oop! It's okay, I have a backup. Pick that up in a second. There we go. There we go. I didn't lose my backup one. Okay, where did the other one go? Oh, right near the stool. Didn't fly away that much. But yeah, there's the wig separated. So, crimped and separated. Alright. I am going to pull up a picture of Kita. So we have a point of reference. Because I know it was separated into those 5 parts. Like, these 2 go behind the hair, and then there's the 2 little ones, and then the big chunky one in the middle. But that's about all I know. So let's just search a picture quickly so we have a proper reference. And I'll see if I can get it on stream so you guys can see the reference as well. So let's see. Kita Ibuyo. Oh, Ikuyo. I always forget. I always get her name wrong for some reason. I keep thinking there's a B instead of a K. But yeah, Kita Ikuyo. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, it pretty much is that sort of split up. There's ones with her hair kinda more all over the place. But the simple sort of straight on shot is very much just that separation. Let's see, what's a good one? What's a good straight on shot? Well, there's a cosplayer who didn't do the little parts, and that still looks good, so it's not like those little parts are too important. It's a figure that does those though. The plushie. Yeah. Definitely there like that. I think this is a pretty straightforward one. Save image as here. I'll put it in my thumbnails for now. Put it in my thumbnails folder. And then let's get that on screen for you guys. Let's see here. Image. Okay. Let's see. Thumbnails. And it is not popping up. Okay, let's try that again. Obviously that one did not want to work. Oh, here we go. Here's a cute one of her doing like karaoke or something. Let's see. Save image as. For some reason it's not wanting to save as an image. That's weird. Okay, let's just see if it pops up. Ah, there we go. That one popped up. Alright, open. There we go. There you guys go. Oh. Ah, not move my screen. Move that. I keep grabbing myself instead of her. No. Okay. Let's just shrink her a bit. Put her on this side. There we go. There's our reference. Make her slightly bigger. That shouldn't get in the way. There we go. Alright. I should comb stuff to make it finer. I might do that as a bit of a last step. Yeah, get rid of all this red hair out of this brush. Throw that out. There we go. Alright. You know, I think the most important part is probably the, well, this middle part's probably the most important part, I would say. So let's comb that out first, and then we can hairspray it a bunch to get it to stay that way. See, some of this stuff might need a bit of... App. I am so clumsy sometimes. Well, most definitely some of this stuff is gonna need to be cut. I'm probably gonna cut these little pieces while it's on here, but most of it will have to be like when it's on me. The other good way of testing is facing the wig stand to you and figuring out your height and then figuring out where it's gonna lay. Like, this is definitely a bit too long. Actually, it's long enough that I could probably cut it right now. Here. There we go. I'll need the garbage. Just put that. Oop. Okay. Okay, it's kind of balanced on the stand and the stool. Bit of a... It's hard because this is a bit of a scuff setup, but... And you're gonna want to cut downwards. So bad at this. It's not looking bad. It's definitely not looking horrible. It's just getting this to actually cut is the issue. For some reason it's not. Oh, now it cuts. Now it cuts when I didn't exactly expect it to. Go across just a little bit. Very slightly. So afraid of messing this up. Okay, now where is it? Okay, it's like right at the end of my nose. Where is it, Ankita? I feel like it's a bit above where her nose should be. So let's cut it a little bit. You want to feather stuff too. I think I got the height down. Other thing good about this wig head is that I know it's a bit bigger than my head. So if I cut it a little bit too, like, too short, it's not gonna be too big of a deal. It's getting there. See, it's getting there. I'm starting to even it out a bit. go so I can see the chat properly again. It's funny, I was using the stream for the reference picture when I really should just have it up on my main monitor. I'm just cutting vertically so it breaks up the hair a bit, so it's not completely like a blunt sort of thing. And that should make it look just nicer. Okay, it's not completely straight, but it's also going towards a point. So I don't think that's gonna matter too much. Move the garbage back out of the way. I just put this into the spike sort of thing she has. Okay, I feel like it's a bit too blunt right now. Let me check the height difference again. Okay, I think that's a good height. Do you think that's a good height? I'm going to just make it a little bit more diagonal. Make it a well, I don't want it to separate like that. Just want it to be more of a point. And it is getting there while I do that. No, I'm just gonna do it without the garbage here. Because the thing is that I do not totally need the garbage. There we go. It's coming all together. It's coming along. Yeah, let's start spraying it a bit. If we spray the end and then do the point thing. Aha! It looks really good. That looks really good. I am very happy with how that looks. What do you guys think? I think that's the best spike I've ever done. That's so nice. Alright. Now let's move on to the little ones. Actually, I'm gonna just spray it a bit more. Just to make the rest of it stay. Because the thing is, this is called freezing spray for a reason. Like when it dries, it should stay like this. Just gonna brush it down a bit. Just because there's loose hairs I'm seeing. There we go. That should be good. Alright. Now I'm gonna move these end bits even more to the side. I'm actually clipping them to the pigtail here, just so they're really out of the way. Because we're wanting to work on the little baby spikes now. There we go. See? Far out of the way. And I know her middle spike, like, there's a little bit of a separation there. But I kind of like it as just one, like, it looks nice as one whole thing. I think it looks better as one whole thing, if I'm being honest. I am just gonna put the reference image on my main monitor here, just so I have it. Where is it? Oh, streaming resources. Thumbnails. There we go. That's funny, both pictures are there, but for some reason it was only showing the one when I was trying to get it onto OBS. Oh well. Make that full screen and zoom in. There we go. Yeah, see, there's like a little spike on the end there, but yeah, I don't think it matters so much. I think that looks fine. Maybe, like, what does it look like if I do separate it? Okay, actually, I do kind of like that. I do want to shorten that just a little bit, though. There we go. Now we have our little separate spike as well. Okay, that look. Are you kidding me? That looks. I love how that looks. Well, this has been the happiest I've been with a wig for a little while. Well, not saying that I wasn't happy with power, but you know. Okay, let's do these little spikes now. And these guys are supposed to be even shorter than the main bit. So let's just blunt cut them to the main bit first. And then we'll fix it up. Just feather them. Again, I'm not a professional hairstylist or a professional wig maker, and I think it shows. But I think I'm doing a good job for what I have here. Let me see. Is that a good? I think a little bit shorter. Just a little bit shorter. looks bad. I'm having a hard time telling if I like that or not. I think it looks fine. Like, if we do... Yeah, no, wait. There. I'm gonna go right beside it and see where stuff lines up. It's not horrible. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to cut stuff shorter once I try it on. But right now... Oop! The wig stand's coming apart. Let me just tighten it up quickly. There we go. Now it's stable again. I don't know what that was about. I think that's an okay height. Maybe snip it just a little bit more. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. Like, if I do get it to there. I don't know if I like how it's lining up so far. One thing I like doing, since I have glasses, is taking my glasses up and lining stuff up a bit more too. I don't know if I look... Actually, let me compare it to the Power Wig, because that'll help, I think, a lot. Well, maybe. The thing with Power is that she just has the big bang in the middle. Which... maybe it'll be fine? Like... This is always the difficult thing, because I feel like I need to cut it more, but the thing is that you can always take away, you can never take back. I also should unplug this crimper. There we go. We're done with that. Let me get this super long strand here first. Just to get rid of that, because that was annoying me. See, I want to... this is making me want to try it on just to see where everything is fitting. You know what, I'm just gonna plop it on my head just to see where everything's sitting, and then we'll go from there. And I'll take my headset off while I'm doing this, so I won't hear the music or any alerts while this is going on, so sorry about that. And we'll just see. I'm not doing a wig cap or anything, I'm just placing it on top of my head. Okay, that little try-on was actually kind of worth it. Because I forgot that the wig was kind of small for a start. But also, the height is actually perfect right now. So I'm so glad I didn't go ahead with cutting any more of it. And this is still... That'll need some more freezing spray for sure. We're also probably gonna use some tacky glue just to make those points stay. Because that's also really important. Alright. Okay, little Spike. You are the right height now. Other than this large strand here. That you guys can maybe not even see back there. Here. Okay. We're gonna use some got to be glued hairspray. And just spray the spike. There we go. Spray some on my hand. That usually helps a lot. There we go. Redo these a little bit. There we go. I think that looks good. Yeah, no, that's looking good. From what I can tell. My fingers all... my finger's sticky from the got to be glued hairspray. Makes sense. It pretty much is kind of just hairspray with glue in it, so it's gonna make my hands sticky no matter what. Alright, let's undo this one. Let's take that out. Oh, right. I need to re-pin this back on the wig. Re-pin the wig to the wig head. Because that's very important. Actually, it looks like it needs some shifting, which is even more important. Let me make sure that's straight. I think that's good. Back of the wigs there. It's kind of more what it's like anyway. There we go. That looks good to me. I think that's... yeah, that's about centered. Okay. Pin this wig back on. There we go. It's looking good. Okay. Now this little section. Gonna wanna cut it to mostly where we want it to be. Which is, well, lower than where we want it to be. Because that'll be easier to start with. Oh, we're almost to the right length already. Nice. That looks like the right height. Okay. Looks like the right height to me. Ooh, don't want to take anything from the big chunk. I know it's tempting and it wants to, but there we go. That should be better. Alright. Spray this. Whoops. Okay, spray the hair, not the wig stand. I think that ended up even better than the last one. Just test that little. There we go. I think that. Yeah, it looks good on camera to me. I think it looks good in person too. Just this middle section that's getting to me a little bit. Because it's like, I don't know if I should have done that little separation. I think it looks fine. Just get all of these little flyaways. I don't want all of the flyaways. There's always gonna be some, sadly. It looks fine. I think so. Looks so good. Okay. Hair sticking to my fingers. Alright. Alright. We are kind of wanting to form this. Well, there's gonna be some that goes behind the other stuff. Just now looking at that, I'm feeling like I did this wrong a little bit. Because you're wanting kind of this sort of look where it curves in, but then there's some stuff behind that. That's not looking bad by any means, but like super happy with it. This mother. Oh, this is completely cooled down now. Get all this long hair out of the way. Oh, oops. Accidentally threw the scissors in the garbage because I'm just... I don't know what's with me. I don't know why I would do that. Okay. Have extra wig head pins here. We are gonna do what I did with the power one. do something like that. Try and shape this the best we can. Which, I don't want it shaped much. Like, I want it curved in a little bit. Maybe like that. It goes near the cheeks, and this is going to there. The cheeks are about like here. So maybe curving that much. Then that feels like too much of a curve as well. I hope this isn't another thing where I'm having to try it on to figure it out, sort of thing, but... I don't think that's bad by any means. I feel like that's pretty accurate. It's just a little bit hard to tell with all the other hair not down yet. Which, I don't know, maybe I should do that just to look at what it's looking like right now. Definitely needs a brush. I don't know. Yeah. Let's take this out of the way first. Where's my clip? There's my clip. Oh, that's not actually clipped to anything. There. There we go. Let's just give this a little brush. Now it's all staticky. Gonna give it a comb as well. See if that helps anything. There, let's get my finer comb. There we go. Getting all the frizzies at the bottom. Get this back in place. I know, it's like that went around there and then that kind of settled on there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, how's that looking? It's not looking bad. Like if I... That's probably where it needs to be. Maybe a little bit higher. So maybe that can be more there. And this can be a little bit more there-ish. How's that look? Looking bad. Or Maybe what we need to do is get this more closer to the end so it's rounding off a little bit more. That feels like it's looking better. Need to look for myself. This ends up here. This ends. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. Like you might want to cut it a little bit because it's only supposed to go to the first spike, which maybe is why it's looking weird. But I'm also trying to envision it like it just went to. Oh, that actually looks a lot better if it goes just to there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's chop some of this off. Very slowly and very carefully and really make sure we don't mess any of this up. Of course, we start with a big chunk just because. Actually, that helped a lot, pushing that pin in. Ah! Okay. Get it behind there again. How's that looking so far? That is looking a lot better. No, definitely not looking perfect by any means. And I'm wanting this to fill out on its own a little bit more. Yeah. No, it's not. Might put it up real close just to see. Yeah. I can, yeah, definitely see that it needs to be cut more. Just gonna stick that pin there. I think I see where it needs to be cut, so I'm just gonna. There we are. Hey. Please tell me I have not messed this up somehow. No, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Okay. Yeah, no, we do that with the other side, and it's gonna be totally fine. Here, let me do the glass test. Let me do the fun glasses test. So we get our height the same. Take the glasses off. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work really well. Okay. Or that should work really well. I feel like that test is fairly foolproof, but I know this wig head is bigger than my head. And I know this wig, like, in general, is a little bit small. It's on the smaller side, for sure. Which is another reason why it was making me so nervous to do this stream. It's like, I'm still gonna mess this up somehow. But, yeah, no, I think that looks good. Let's spray the side spike. Here, we need another. I need the other pin. I thought I put it up there. Oh, right, I put it. I stabbed it into the wig head. There we go. Do that. This I want to spike more. There we go. I think that looks good. That looks fine. What do we think? I think we're getting there. I think we're definitely getting there. And the nice thing is that the camera isn't flipped, so you guys get to, like, this is the right side that you guys, well, and anyone else, when I cosplay this, will be seeing me as. There's all those loose ones underneath. Those strands are killing me. Because this needs to mesh with it well too. I think that's fine how it is. Mesh with each other. Just totally mess and spray the wig head again. How's that looking? Check again. That looks okay. I think it's going a little bit too close to the middle now, though. okay. The thing is that it's like I want it wider. It feels like it's going to like okay, that seemed to help a little bit. What are we thinking? I think that looks good, like height-wise. Yeah, it's like near the cheek. Should drop a little bit lower once it's actually on. So that's not bad. It just feels a bit thin to me right now. Like that's my issue. But overall it's looking quite good, I would say. And like this would be at the front and then the rest would be behind it, sort of thing. Which means we need to clip this a little bit. Shorter. Let's see. Let's put the garbage a little bit closer to it. I think that looks fine. There we go. Now we have a bit of a separation here from the little short bit to the longer bit that she kind of has, so I think that's good. Let's hook this up. Get that back out. And how's that looking right now? Okay, you can see it. It needs to be cut a lot shorter though, so let's do a very blunt cut to begin with. So let's go quite a ways shorter than the shortest strand. Like, well, hers here. Let's go all the way down here to start with. I feel like that already helped it so much. So much. I also think that we got... Oh, there we go. Got to the end of the first video. There we go. Or maybe not the first video, but YouTube was asking if I was still watching, so I'm surprised we haven't got any YouTube ads yet. Just wait, now one will start playing, now that I've noticed that they haven't been. That's always how that works. It's rough. This little ponytail, or, well, it's a side pony. That's really what it is. Rough up this little side pony to the... I'm like worried about getting the rest of it. Here. Let's just... There we go. That should help separate it a bit. Separate it enough that I'm not gonna cut any of the hair I don't want to cut. There we go. Just clean it up a little bit. Alright. I think that looks good. It's actually way more visible than it was. It was really blending in last time. There we go. That looks really good. Yeah, no, it's popping out a lot at the side, and I can tell in the stream it's actually popping out as well, which is so, like, it's what I want. It's exactly what I want. Yeah, now the front is the only thing that I'm like, I don't know if I like it yet. I don't know if I like it yet at all, but we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it so far. And there's so much hair in that garbage bin now. Mostly because of that, but... You know what? Before I start with the, like, this section, this little section here, I think I'm gonna go all the way around and brush out and comb all this backside so we can properly get what this wig's gonna look like. I like how there's just a random strand here that escaped the pigtail, or not the... It escaped all the elastic bands. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna wanna brush this. It's gonna make it all staticky. Staticky and annoying. Brush the inside too. Because there's gonna be tangles there as well. And then we're gonna wanna comb it so it gets less staticky. First with the wider comb. Calm down the static a bit. Oh, that got caught in the wig, not the wig cap, but like the top part of the wig for a second. There we go. And now we want to get the bigger comb that has the thinner sort of thing to get through. Get through all the really big, well, not the big tangles, but like the smaller tangles that have been left over from using the other comb. There we go. I'm unsure about, like, this is looking a little bit messy to me, but it's also looking nice. It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I guess we'll keep going and figure that out. So let's turn it around to the side now. Unelastic bend that one. That one took a chunk of hair, was it? There we go. Well, maybe not quite a chunk, but it took a big strand. Okay. Now brush, make it all staticky because we're in winter now and everything's as staticky as it can be. Move the head back because I just pulled on it a bit too hard there. Okay. Yeah, it's super static hair. Now we get our smaller comb. That's our bigger amount. Yeah, I'm just gonna tighten this a little bit more. That doesn't really tighten that. What tightens? Oh, this tightens that. Okay, just a moment. Let's just tighten this up a bit more. There we go. Now it can't move around. Alright. Let's work all this static out. Work all this static out, make it look all nice and shiny and brand new. I say brand new, but it's still a brand new wig. Has not been worn. And I haven't styled it before either. Oh, how is it still static? Come on. Ooh, this section's a challenge for the static. Switch to the other comb. Come on, save it. No, I think it's just wanting to stay staticky. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. That's okay. The static will calm down eventually. Actually, usually water's good to calm it down, but that will calm it down as well. Just wanna... There we go. Actually, I feel like that made it look a lot nicer. I'm just gonna... just brush some hairspray through. Man, that stinks. You guys are lucky that you don't have smell-o-vision yet. Because hairspray does not smell the nicest. Alright. Last little section here. It's also a section that we're gonna have to cut short to get those little bits on the front. Alright, let's brush this out. Already staticking like crazy. Let's do our usual method. Doing all the combs first. Then we'll spray with the hairspray. Since, see, it's slightly staticky now. It's actually calmed down quite a lot. I want to be able to get the top of this too. Make it so these ones are combined. There we go. Just fixing up the top there. Yeah, that's part of that. But here. Leave it back there. Here. I think I'm gonna do the front a little bit. Just to get it out of the way. Let's see, any more pins. Just get it up there. And run it. Let's see. And right about there. That's where the other one is. Want to take it back quite a bit. Do another one. Right about there. There we go. And we're wanting to cut it to the right length. Let's get the garbage so I don't get tons of hair on the floor. Because even though I'll vacuum this stuff up. Oh, that pin did not hold that on. I don't think that's horrible. How does that look? Surprisingly, I think that looks better than the other one. I don't know what's making it look better than the other one, but there's something about this one that I'm just liking more. But that looks good. Like, I'm liking that. That's like that much. They're about lining up to the lines there. move this back a little bit more. Like, how does that look? That looks good. That's more high up. Do I want it that high up, though? I guess I do. Here. Let's do the glasses test again, just to see how this is looking so far. Okay, height. Next to height. Okay. So it's about there. So eyes are about here and here, sort of thing, so. I think I actually like that up higher like that. Then it's not actually up higher like that. That's about even. It's about even. I think I like that. I think I like that. Okay. Let's just hairspray this side and try and be gentle with it as much as possible, and also not get too much in the wig head, because it is fabric. There we go. I think that's good. I think that's really good. Oh, and these are all nice and dry now. Look at this, chat. It's like a little flat now. Like that's what you want. You want it nice and hard like that, so you don't have to constantly restyle it. Okay, let's put some hairspray into this section, because this is the only section we haven't brushed out completely with the hairspray. Let's get the thinner comb, the finer comb. Go. I think that looks good. I think that looks really good. I don't know if I want to keep this orange sort of tie on it. Like, her tie's kind of invisible, and it did come with like a see-through tie. Let me just see if I can find it, because I just kind of tossed it to the side, so I don't know if it's actually around anymore. Okay, like I know I didn't toss it, like I know I put it on the side gently. Yet I do not see it, because it says a see-through tie. That's gonna be hard to find. Do I have anything that's better than... Oh, maybe it fell... Did it fall in here? I don't think so. This is my tripod, by the way, for the sewing streams, so I can set up the webcam beside my setup. Well, there's an even finer comb. Yeah, I don't think we have a good elastic here. I think I might have lost the see-through elastic that it came with, which isn't great news. Did I put it on my desk? Let's see, this would be the last place I would be. See, we have all the stuff we use. Desk is kind of quite a... Well, it's kind of a mess now. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, well... She can have the little orange hair tie until I can find something better. And yeah, no, I think that's all I wanted to really do with her. There. Let's clip these ugly long strands that are just everywhere. I'm just gonna see. Get my lint roller here. Just lint roll a little bit of the wig head. I don't want to get too close to what's actually going on the wig. Okay, that's an attached hair. Let's just pull that because that's way out of line where it needs to go. And this should be formed now. No. I saw how that moved. That is not formed yet. Which means just gonna soak the ends with a little bit more hairspray. This one I'm just gonna soak a lot because we didn't really do that. And then do that so it combines together. And that's kinda it. Like, the only thing left is kinda to let it dry and then try it on, so I think that's gonna probably be it for me today. Oh, whoops. Accidentally dropping stuff. Okay. Let's move out the garbage out of the way so nothing falls in the garbage. Alright, well. That's what we ended up with. I think I'm very happy with that. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably... Well, I'll see if I can post a picture of me wearing it on either my Instagram story or Twitter or both. So yeah, I think that's good. Let me give a shout out to the people I used the music from. So this is from my private playlist of music for anime cosplay streams. And all of these are anime lo-fi for streaming, no copyright lo-fi anime 1 hour. And all of these are by Crispy Donut. They all seem pretty good. We'll see if my video gets uploaded copyright free and everything, but so far it sounded really good, so I hope to use that more in the future if I can. And again, if you guys want to style your own Kita wig, the wig is from Doki Cosplay. Let me find it so I can link it in chat quickly. Doki Cosplay Kita wig. Let's see here. Doki Doki Cosplay, right. I knew it was Doki Doki and not just Doki, but for some reason. Oh, it's sold out right now. Alright, well. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to do something. We forgot to cut the other side short like that. You know what? Let's just do that quickly. Can't end the stream without finishing that off right. So, let's see. That's about here. Cut a little bit. It's about like a finger length, sort of. Just trying to make sure I cut the right amount off and not anything more or less. That would be bad, especially when I am so happy with this wig right now. I don't want to mess it up at the last possible moment. A little bit higher. Yeah, no, I think that's good. Good if we do that. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty even. All right. Are these dry yet? Okay, they're dropping a little bit, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. I'm fine with them dropping that little bit. They still look even to me. Yeah, they still look even. They still look even, they still look good. Just clip this little bit. There we go. Alright, I think I've gotten this to how I wanted this to look like, so there we go. Fully done now. What do you guys think? Alright. Whoop. There we go. So, thank you all for watching. If you want to watch this back, it'll be on my YouTube. I'll maybe see if I can make a little short video out of this, maybe. Maybe. And, yeah, I'll, see you guys next stream. We'll be playing. I always forget the name. Just a moment. Let me open Steam quickly. Aha. We'll be playing Assemble with Care tomorrow at hopefully 9 a.m. CST. And that should just be one stream. I've heard it's a pretty short game, so yeah, looking forward to that. And then we'll be starting the Miku on Thursday. And oh boy, is that gonna be a big project. I still have some like before stream stuff I have to do for that, and yeah, haven't done that. So yeah, that'll be exciting. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Check out the YouTube and the past streams on there. And I just realized I was supposed to link the Doki Doki thing, and then I didn't. Even though it's sold out, I still want you guys to be able to find it easily if you do wanna use it. Come on, where is it? Showed it to me like right away, and now it's not wanting to show me it. Aha, there we go. There we go. There is the link for the wig. I'm not sponsored, so if you want to use it, use it. If you want to use a different Kita wig, go for it. If you're planning to cosplay Kita at any point in time. And yeah, that'll be it for me. I'll also put that link in the YouTube bio if you guys are interested, and I'll see you later. Bye. See you tomorrow.